was trying to click it, but I'm slightly shaky. So I was like, click, and the mouse went that way. And then click, and the mouse went that way. I'm like, let me click the transition scene. Well, hello, everyone. How are you? As you can see, I'm currently here. Just me, myself, and I. This is me. That's myself. That's I. Cody was not feeling the greatest, and therefore he has stepped out to just go to bed early and get some good rest. Matt is fighting all of his technology. His laptop, his phone, nothing wants to work. He's desperately trying to get here, but for now, this is what we shall be. Because I knew that Cody wasn't going to be here, I had reached out to CB as my other regular and was like, hey, do you want to join today? And she was like, let me get back to you. And I, was jokingly but also serious, was like, oh, well, you have until the end of the stream to pop in if you want to. And she messaged me right before I went live. And she's like, oh, my head hurts, so I'm going to lay down and try to get stuff done from the bed. But then now she's like, where are the boys? They just left you there alone. I'm getting my makeup on. So let me swap out Cody real quick. And then, because apparently she's on her way. So she can just pop in when she wants to. Heyo, RP. Hello, Christian Michael. Been a while since you popped in. Thank you, Fox. I tried.
My whole sound system's out. 1 second, I need to restart my computer.
That's okay. So yeah, how has your weekend been? My children finally back in school. My, as you all know, my edgy daughter desperately wanted to not be excited about school this morning. She's like, oh, I have to go back to school. I don't want to go back to school. Meanwhile, she is physically buzzing with the excitement of going back to school. She, in fact, I had my alarm set for 7 to get her up for school. Because my boys go to middle school, so they get up earlier. So I was laying in bed playing a phone game. I'm like, I'll just finish, my little alarm goes off at 7 o'clock. I'm like, let me just finish this level and then I'll wake her up because, they have an hour cushion. That's what they prefer to have in the morning. And then she enters my room as I finish the level and she's like, Mom, it's 7. And I'm like, yes, it's 7. I was about to beep you to wake you up. And she goes, I beat you. And I'm like, oh, you're excited to go back to school? And she's like, no, not at all. It was the funniest thing. I have been teasing her about it relentlessly. Clicking on a timer. I do have a slight headache, but I took some headache pills for it, so hopefully that helps. Harvey said, we're going to have a CV. Kind of funny, because earlier I misremembered the schedule, because Matt's been really busy with his new job and stuff, so I forgot that today was a Matt day. So originally it said Cody and CV today, but I fixed it in the description and the title and everything. And then Cody was like, no, I can't be here. And I'm like, should have just put Matt and CV, but then I'm not changing it. It is what it is. RP had a pretty good weekend. Got to help a buddy film a Magic the Gathering commander for his YouTube channel on Saturday, which was fun, and then made top 8 of a small tournament on Sunday. Nice. Congratulations.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool.
Oh, for anybody else who follows Humble Bundle, the Humble Bundles are up this year. They've got some really good ones, especially if you're interested in programming games or...
There's one on crocheting and knitting and embroidery and quilting.
Yeah. There's also some D&D books, some Doctor Who audio books. Also sci-fi first-person shooters, if you like that. I do not. I did not even look at what was in the bundle, but Hey there. I love Humble Bundle. You can see what charity each bundle, like the money will go to. And there was a Humble Bundle one year that had a lot of like video recording and editing software and stuff, and I was able to get video editing software for.
Hello. Oop. Ran over to where I was all set up in the kitchen to grab my stuff. Oh,
Okay, I'm back. I connected us to our timer video, and Evmux was like, "Ugh, are you connecting from a VPN?" And I'm like, "I am not. What are you doing?"
It's weird and different. You're confusing the technology.
Fox was like, "Why do I make thumbnails? They're never accurate." I was like, "I always show up." That's not true. It's just if I don't show up, there is no stream. I can't help it.
I'm guessing. Oh, I'm gonna go grab a cushion, and then I will turn my camera on because there's like a 40% chance my background looks good.
Well, we'll find out. I like there is a 90% chance I will tell on myself before the other person has a chance to call me out on my bullshit. So the other 10% is when I want to see if the other person has caught my bullshit.
Right. Hi.
Hello.
I was like, oh, I'm just gonna lay in bed and be all like cozy, and I'll watch the stream for once, and then it just opens with you all alone.
In Matt's defense, he like sends me a message on Discord and he's like, "Hey, I need a link to the new setup," because he hasn't been here since we switched to Evmux, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh shit, I haven't sent him the link yet." So I send him the link and he's like, "Hey, there's Matt."
I made it.
But yeah, so Matt like sends me the link. Or no, I send him the link and then he sends me a message. He's like, "Yeah, Discord won't let me sign in my laptop. This was sign one of the troubles." And then he's like, "And now the new website saying that I don't have a camera." And then he's like, "And now my phone's not even working."
Like, I just had to go and reset like 5 different passwords because basically my entire just technological identity, I guess, isn't good enough anymore. And I had to reset everything. And Discord, I guess, has the tightest security on the planet because
Next to Google, yeah, next to Google.
I tried all of my regular passwords to reset my Discord password, and they're like, "No, this is way too common." I'm like, "I assure you, it's not."
Apparently Discord is updating so that you have to provide ID that you're over 18, like government ID.
With that?
Or they're like limiting a lot of features. A bunch of my D&D Discords are like freaking out over it.
Yeah, because like literally, I'm like, "Hey," which maybe not the best idea to use the same password for absolutely everything, but I'm like, "Discord, this is good enough for my bank."
I switched you to because it was easier to move you to than to switch your colors. I don't know how to switch the colors yet.
I could have been pink.
I tried to figure it out on my own earlier.
Yeah, and like just everything just being like, "Oh, you don't have a camera," and I'm like, "Well, when I open the photo booth, I see my face, so that tells me I have a camera." So then I had to just restart everything.
My computer recently, when I like put it to sleep at night and then the next day when I power it on, it's like you don't have a sound system. Like it's like you're muted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I do. I haven't adjusted any plugs, so I just have to restart the computer. But I was pleased to see that you guys at least could hear me when that happened. Before I joined in from a different angle.
Yeah.
Or rejoined. I could go back and lay down now, but I feel like I've already put on makeup. It's too late.
You're here now. We've
I'm here
stolen you.
Yeah.
But we may just use Matt as an excuse to end early because he has work tomorrow. So
I do.
Mm.
Yeah.
He
8
has
a.m.
work.
meetings are not, they're not fun.
He has work early in the morning. I have a headache. You have a headache. Let's just leave when he does.
Hmm. Yeah. I've been working a little bit during the day. Sam got to hang out with me on a call for like an hour and a half, 2 hours earlier. How long were we?
I did. I don't know.
Me neither. Where I like talked through the entire scene. I'm gonna have to rewrite this like chapter and a half.
Well, last night she was like, "Hey, do you want to sit in a call tonight or tomorrow morning so I can like basically talk at me about this plot hole?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Tomorrow," because like Chris had just gone to sleep, and I was like, "I'm not getting up from bed." So I made good on it this morning. I was like, "Ah, yes, I must harass her."
Morning. It's fully like noon when I got in, or when I got up at first.
That's fine. I was knocked out anyway. I woke up to send my children to school, laid in bed listening to Disappointment for 30 minutes, and then you know what video I was listening
Oh,
to.
right. Now.
Yeah. And then I went to bed, had a dream that Chris and I found 3 kittens on our porch. It wasn't even like our actual porch of our house. It was just the dream house we owned, apparently. Had a very old fashioned like porch with the pillars and stuff. And we found 3 kittens out there. And then something outside disturbed me and I woke up in the middle of a REM cycle because like I was like
I had a dream I was Shen Shinshu from Scumvillain, but in like normal world, like in our world. And Lu Binghe, I opened up my refrigerator and Lu Binghe stood up and came out. And I was like, the fuck are you doing here? Yeah. So, normal dreams all around.
Okay, I don't know who any of those.
Well, you clearly
people
don't watch
are.
our book talks then.
Well,
That's fine.
I told him about our book 2
Yeah.
when
I wanted to, and then
it was during the
got
pork
called into a meeting.
Mhm.
Okay,
We're watching
Matt,
Rainbow Boys.
month,
We're reading.
next month we're reading book 3
There we go.
of the Raven Cycle. So
Yeah. Who's your favorite, Matt?
Of the, like, I'm sorry, of the characters or of the books?
Characters.
Okay.
we just so you know, plot wise, the stuff with the gray man just happened.
Yeah.
That's as far as we are.
My favorite, and because it's an audiobook, and oh god, what's the name of the narrator? Like the actual like professional narrator?
Will Patton.
Because of Will Patton's lovely, lovely voice, I don't 100% know how to actually pronounce his name. Whether it's Gansey or Gamzee, I don't know.
The audiobook says Gamzee, but it is spelt with it. Let me tell you, when Matt and I found that out, we were like, no, it isn't.
It's Gamzee.
My audiobook says Gansey with an N.
Regardless of the consonant in the middle of this boy's name, he is my favorite.
Yeah, I love Gansey. I like all of them.
Yeah, like they all rock, but Gansey
Adam's
is...
on the fucking rope right now.
To celebrate finishing the Raven Cycle, I bought Matt a shirt that says "I am perfectly fucking civil," and that quote is from book 2. So I was really excited when I heard it again.
I love that shirt.
Ronan, just "I am perfectly fucking civil."
Yeah. I was listening to it as I was driving around, and I got to the drag race scene.
Yeah.
Not with queer people. Well, there are queer people actually involved in it, but drag race as in cars. When all of them are in the car together, and when Kravinsky comes up the first time, and they're like, Ronan's trying to get Gansey to drag race against him. when I was driving around, and so now every time I pass that like place where that scene was playing, I'm like, I just think of it, and I'm like, well, that's a solidified memory for New
I'm
Neighborhood.
not going to erase anybody here.
No.
I'm not going to erase anybody here.
Yeah, man, book 2 is maybe my favorite book of the series. The more I think about it.
So it goes downhill from here. I'm joking.
No. Matt just really likes the Gray Man.
I do like the Gray Man a great deal, and I forgot that like Ronan. I mean, Ronan always rocks, but Ronan especially rocks in book 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we first get his perspective and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he goes on his very stressful, is he gonna get a drug addiction journey or
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, no, please, I don't want that arc for my kids.
neither did we. But yeah, I'm very excited to get to book 3 and book 4. The only reason we're not doing book 3 this month is because it's February and I wanted to do a romance book first. Though one could argue book 3 is the most romancy of them, I think.
I think I've also realized because I read 1, 2, and 3 in rapid succession, and then had a fairly lengthy break before book 4. I, in my mind, view book 3 and book 4 as one really big book.
That's fair.
Because you just read
Like,
it.
you said book 4, and I'm like, no, there's only 3 of them, Sam.
You're like, Sam, this is a trilogy.
It was a trilogy, famously.
It feels like it should be a trilogy. Like
I feel like everything should be a trilogy.
I mean, I'm glad there's more. But
I just don't think there should be an even number in a series. I think series should be odd numbers.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
Honestly, well, okay, for me, looking back on a lot of trilogies, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they should have started breaking book 3s up sooner. maybe quartet should have just been the norm instead of trilogies. Because like you'll get book 1s and then book 2s and then book 3. You're like trying to hold.
You're like, I'm sorry, this is not it.
Yeah, no, just something about the way my brain is. I'm like, odd numbers.
I think because it is written very much like a trilogy, but like I said, they like broke it up.
Like a good 5 books sits really right in my brain.
5 is beautiful.
Like you're there for a while. You get to experience the story for a while, but it doesn't go too far where it's like, oh, they jumped the shark or anything like that. Like a good 5 books is like,
Because that's another thing. Again, just speaking as my own personal preference. Once we get to a book 6, I kind of get a point of I'm like, you can't have that much to say.
But what about the sequel series that you still haven't started?
Now that's entirely
the sequel series is completely different.
Totally fine and cool and good.
Yeah,
no, I'm just trying to
standalone
goad Matt into reading book 1. So
this is fair.
The sequel series is. I don't want to say the title of the sequel series for fear it might be a spoiler for the first series. So, but Matt, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Serious face.
No, I'm just looking at chat with Fox calling me insane, or calling, I guess, Matt. I think, to be fair, I do think that the Storm's Heir, that main series, is going to be 3. I would like it to be 5 or not 3. I feel like it should be longer than 3, but I plan on other books within the world. But that's future CV's problem.
I'm a 2000s, 2010s baby. They've either got 3 or 34. There are very few in between.
Percy Jackson, the original Percy Jackson, is 5, and the sequel series, Here's Olympus, I think also has 5.
I do think a lot of kids series are usually more in the range of 5 to 9.
I don't know. Artemis Fowl and Ranger's Apprentice just kept fucking going. Both
as I said, there's either 3 or 30. But
yeah, no. I'm just thinking of a series that I loved and read as a kid. And those were really up there for me.
Fox says you're not allowed to make book 2 longer than book 1. The reason that a lot of book 2s are longer than book 1s, though, is just because the publishing industry doesn't
Right.
trust that book one is going to do well, so they're a lot more limiting with how much you're allowed to write because
So they're like, paper ain't cheap.
cost. But then, like, once you've proven that book one's good, they're like, all right, book two. And then, like, if you get to a book three, I don't know if it's this way anymore, but, and, like, this is just from my observation of growing book links and popularity. One can notice the more popular an author, the bigger the page count they are generally allowed. And I'm like, I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's
I think it should be like, what's the best story?
because some creators still need to be limited even after they become popular. One could, in fact, argue having editors and certain quality gatekeeping would help the author. Because, like, just because the author has become more popular, I'm just going to say creator because this goes for a very specific movie director I'm thinking of too. Just because the creator has become more popular does not mean their skill level on their own has grown so much more. So, like, book one, book two, book three, then stuff.
But yeah, I definitely think that, you know, keeping the same team that, if possible, they worked on throughout all. No, I'm not writing a 250,000 word book, Fox. 20 years from now, it's going to take that clip and then cut with the book I'm putting in.
My latest book,
And it's just like this tall.
Hurricanes. It is 325,000 words.
Oh God. Yeah. I've already passed my guess for what Storm's Heir this draft was gonna be by 5,000 words. And it's going to be more, obviously. But yeah.
No, it just ends now. All other words, they don't matter anymore.
No.
It doesn't matter that you're not even halfway through your book. Are you halfway?
The book just ends mid-sentence and then just says, and then it just says word count with a frowny face.
Guys, I ran out of words. I used them all.
SRY.
Yeah. I'm opening my thing. Because it's not, I don't know.
Fox says that's against 4FA rules, Matt.
Yeah,
Can I write something 325,000 words for the 4FA?
No, I think it's halfway through.
If you get 325,000 words in our little hour,
in 2 20-minute sprints,
I
or
do
2 30-minute
you'll just win that day. It's just how Matt just wins that day.
No, I think there's other things to think about if Matt is able to write that much within 40 minutes.
See, Fox also said he'll allow it for Matt. This is the exception that's been allowed if you manage to do that.
And we're going to set a timer for people to read this. We're going to set it at 4 days.
I need an audiobook version, Matt.
Oh, okay. That's what I'll do. And I might need another 20-minute sprint if you want an audiobook version.
Record the whole audiobook.
Matt's just going to record. No, he's going to pay Will Patton. And then he knows I'll get through it in a day.
I'm just under halfway through, which is farther than I thought.
Fox will also give you $10.
Oh, wow.
So a 325,000 word short story in an hour, and you'll get paid $10.
Nice. Wow.
Your face right now looks like you're genuinely trying to calculate if you could do that, and that's the funniest part.
Well, yeah, I'm just like, man, who would have thought I'd end up here?
So
getting $10 to write 325,000 words.
Yeah. But yeah, word counts. I cannot worry about my word count being too long for my book right now because one, that's not what I should be focusing on, and also I don't want to think about it because it's definitely too long for a debut author. But yeah.
We'll worry about that later.
Oh yeah, or about that later. Like it could easily be two different novels.
So,
Size wise, not structure wise.
chat, what are y'all working on tonight? You two, what are you going to work on tonight? I was going to work on the next round of dev edits from my editor, but they were literally mostly, I enjoy this improved description. Yes, the dialogue wraps up really well now here. Two places where I forgot words that are needed for the sentence to make sense, and then one just word choice that I switched. So I did all of it in like 2 minutes this morning. So I'll be updating something else for my other job.
I will probably be returning to my bed and dipping out of the stream, but there is a possibility I will work on Storm's Air, but I do not know because I am sleepy and my head hurts. Rare for me, I know.
And I will be coming up with NPCs for my D&D campaign because I have a session on Wednesday where party's going to end up in this meeting. It's not a cult, but it's kind of a cult.
Yeah, vibes.
But they're all very nice and very musically inclined. And I need to fill out that forest cult. And right now, all I have is a French frog man named Monsieur Pogmore.
So I was thinking, I was like, what's a French frog? Like a French fry, but with.
My
And
brain also went there. I was like, frog legs? Yeah.
I was in like the mozzarella stick territory for some reason. I'm like,
Well,
it's
fried
springy.
frog legs, while not cheesy, do vaguely can resemble mozzarella sticks.
I had mozzarella sticks earlier, and that might be the cause.
I had frog legs earlier, so that
Oh,
might.
okay. So you're gonna.
I had neither. I had a chicken sandwich and
Damn.
corn.
I didn't actually. I had Skyline, and I learned that it's Cincinnati chili.
Okay.
And I learned that I'm just past my prime because I used to be able to eat so much of that, and I got my usual order, and I got so full so fast.
Leftovers?
No, I just powered through.
That's the real reason he wants to leave early. It's not. He doesn't actually have work tomorrow.
He's gonna lay in a ball and die.
He's like, they can't know.
I ate 7 pounds of chili.
I think I have
All right, here we go. And we're back. I updated the sheet that I needed to. Then I went and got a drink and stuff, and then I started researching uh, health tracking rings, basically.
Oh.
Is the easiest way to say it.
Nice.
There was this one ring, but it was like specifically advertised. It was like, oh, keep track of like your periods and stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't need, well, like, I like in part need to do that. And it also was like, and like keeps track of your sleep and your sleep quality. And I'm like, yes, that is a big thing that I need to do at the moment. So I was like looking into it and I'm like, all right, but is this reliable? And it's like, no.
Oh.
They're like, if you're a casual person, yeah. If you're like data driven and you want like super accuracy, no. And I'm like, maybe not that one then.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking for other things similar that may work.
Gotcha.
Because I went to the doctor, got a bunch of blood work done, which it's like, if the blood work comes back and it says that there are fluctuations in my hormones, then we can like say, yeah, it probably definitely is perimenopause. And if the blood work comes back normal, then it's like, well, it might be something.
Right.
We don't know. The blood work came back normal. So it's like, we're not marking anything off, but we can't,
Yeah. That's frustrating.
Yeah, and is my eye red?
Maybe a little bit.
I got something in it earlier, so that's probably why. My poor eye. I'll give it some eye drops later. Also, for some reason, the screen is not updating the chat, so I have it pulled up on the regular YouTube because RP was also like, we have a CV and your background is fine. And then he said, and a Matt. And he's probably figuring out some financial saving stuff and getting his lunch and stuff ready for work tomorrow. And then we had a Rowan come in. RP asked what I was. So he was basically testing the 3 primary female hormones that would be affected by perimenopause: estrogen, progesterone, and one other one that's name escapes me, to see if like they were in flux or anything. But like I said, in order to like definitively say like it's perimenopause, they basically would have had to take in my blood as they were fluctuating.
Yeah.
Like it can go up and down and stuff. But the other thing is like if there is an abnormal amount of any of them, it could also be other things as well. So hopefully we've ruled those other things out. Christian Michael got 503 words done. Also, when I was at my doctor's office, I was just browsing through my medical history on my phone because I can. And I was looking at everything I was diagnosed with by my old doctor without being told, mind you. Like all the misdiagnoses for my chronic migraines. The very first thing I was misdiagnosed was apparently stage 2 kidney disease.
Okay.
Life expectancy of 6 years. And this is like in 2017. So guys, I'm a miracle.
Wow.
I have somehow recovered from my kidney disease.
I mean, congratulations.
He never told me. And there are so many things that like at one point it's just marked as it was just very stressed. What's the diagnosis? And I'm like,
Diagnosis. Damn, that's rough.
so I was like, well then. But yeah, just what he told me he diagnosed me with was a severe sinus drainage. And my mom remembers me telling her that, and my husband remembers me telling him that. And like You want to know what wasn't listed in my many diagnoses? Severe sinus drainage. Yeah.
How about that?
I, at some point, was diagnosed with having a seasonal allergy thing. And I'm like, I distinctly remember having a discussion with that doctor about how it could not be allergies because, like, it would happen when I woke up before I, like, left my bed. So it couldn't have been the pollen that I had not come in contact with yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I don't have that doctor anymore.
Oof. Yeah.
Foxes, don't die, please. I require your presence. Hey, I'm just saying, if the kidney disease was going to take me out, it should have done it by now. It's been 8 years, eight or 9. My mom, because I sent to a chat with my mom and my sisters, I sent the screenshot with all of the things, and both my mom and one of my sisters missed that it was going from like most recent to earliest, so they like see the kidney thing, and my mom is like, she's like, are you going to have it checked, like do they think that that's it? And I'm like, no, mom, that was, and she's like, oh, it was going, and she's like, I didn't look at the dates. And I'm like, I see that. I did not mean to give you a heart attack, my dear boy. But
yeah, I haven't been to the doctor in too long. I need to get back there. But insurance is,
oh yeah, my insurance this year called me. Well, the like automated thing called me, and now you may remember every year I play the same song and dance with the insurance when they're like, you need to get a pre-authorization form for your migraine shot. This year, the insurance sends me a call and they're like, hey, yeah, so your Emgality shot covered until 2027. If you need anything else or if your doctor thinks you need more, have them call this number, blah, 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 blah. You're good. And I'm like,
yeah.
who are you? I was like, that's the best thing. So,
Well, the issue I'm running into is, so, new job, got the new insurance and everything. But so I had a 3-month probationary period when I first got hired because they're like, we're not going to give you health insurance until we're sure that you don't suck at this. But now that they're sure that I don't suck at this, they're like, you have some health insurance. And so I start getting emails from the health insurance company to be like, hi, we're your health insurance company. And I'm like, okay, no one sent me, like, I don't have login information. So, like, I'll get an email there, like, yeah, log in and we'd, like, get your insurance card. And I'm like, you never told me how to do that. And I emailed HR. I'm like, hey, so they never told, like, do you have a login for me? And they're just not responding to me about that. So I'm like, can someone, like, the insurance company seems to think I have insurance, but, like, they seem to think we're tight, but I haven't met them yet. So if someone could introduce us, would very much appreciate it. Am I frozen or is Sam frozen? Sam. Was I frozen?
Was one or both of us eaten by the void?
You were gone on my end. I don't know if I was gone.
I think we were both gone because the little connection thingy I can see for both of us was red, but I'm sure Fox will let us know for sure.
Yeah. Fox, who among us was disappeared?
Matt was not gone, so it was just
Aha!
Me. Fox does think that you and he have the same HR department, though.
Oh, well, that kind of worked out because we both presumably work for a Canadian company.
Sam is the traitor to the crown. I am a dependent. I have no control over this. RP accomplished making his lunch for work and a little bit of saving stuff, and now he's going to make hot cocoa before the next sprint. Are you going to share?
Yeah, cocoa does.
Or do we have to make our own cocoa?
Although I gotta say, I've become such a fan, and it's what I'm drinking now, as like my nighttime drink of cranberry juice ginger beer and lime juice. It's very sour,
Interesting.
but it's quite nice.
One would imagine. Sour but refreshing.
Sour but refreshing.
RP was also like, who are you and what have you done with my normal insurance people? I don't care what they did with the other people. The other people are gone. That's none of my business. I don't need to know. He said he would share, but that's a long drive, Sam. Well, at least the willingness is there.
Counterpoint, really long straw.
No, I don't know what. I don't want to know
Just
who would
kinda...
step on it on its way here. Speaking of pre-bed things, so before I went to the doctor, my mom had dropped me off this chamomile tea with like melatonin in it a little bit, which you're not supposed to take melatonin with the medication I take for my PMDD because the medication can make you groggy. I've taken this medication in the morning for a while. At the moment, I'm taking it before I go to bed because I'm hoping maybe the groggy will kick in. But I notoriously have a high tolerance to medication. I have to take higher dosages for it to work. So I was like, all right, I drink the chamomile tea before I go to bed, hoping it'll help with like some of the anxiety or help me go to sleep. My doctor prescribed me a sleep aid. So before bed, I drink the melatonin chamomile tea and then I take the sleep aid. And apparently because I was like, I need to stay up till at least 11 because my streams go until 10 and I want to be able to just like relax a little bit before I go to bed. Well, apparently if I stay up past 10:30, my brain's like, so bedtime's 1 a.m. And I'm like, it's not.
That's not what we said.
So I will lay down at 11 after having drank my tea and taking my medically prescribed sleep aid. And my brain's just like, it's not 1 yet. I'm like, look here, you motherfucker. And it's like, nope. And I know that if I'm not like laying down with my eyes closed at 1, then like the minute 1:10 hits, my brain will be like, 3. I think 3 is a good bedtime. I'm like, what are you take? I got like different, like my sleep brain cells take shifts in hour increments.
How your brain views bedtime is how my brain views number of books in a series. We're both just like, no, it must be an odd number. Don't shoo away with your even numbers.
We go to sleep. We go to sleep by 10:30, and if not 10:30, 1 in the morning. If not 1:30, 3. If not 3, 8 in the morning. And I'm like, wait, what?
Who invited 8? Oh.
So it's a wild time. RP said if there is ever another writer's retreat and I'm invited, I'd share. That's fair. He's trying to bribe us to get on the writer's retreat. He's like, I'll make cocoa.
But will you microwave bacon and show everyone that you can microwave bacon and it's fine?
They will never forgive you for that.
So you can microwave bacon and it totally works?
I like how they were like, but it's better if you fry it. And you're like, I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, like, of course it is. This took 15 seconds. And a lot of paper towels.
So many paper towels. But it's fine. It's fine. My brain is trying to run on 2 things at once because I was like getting our next timer set up. It's a 30-minute timer that I'm like, I'll just drag down to the 20. Well, like in the little red bar, it's like you take it up to 10 minutes, but on the video you take it down to 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
My brain just could not compute the 2 at the moment. I was like, what am I doing?
Just do it for a little bit and then you just close it. Like, nope, we're just not.
We're just doing a different one. He said it wasn't intended as a bribe, but if you take it that way, it works. I'll go with you. See, the unfortunate thing is you're at a disadvantage because my husband is Nicaraguan and he can make some really good cocoa. He uses the sweet condensed milk.
Oh. Let's go.
and then he heats it up over the like stove and stuff. It's the best cocoa.
All right.
My
Well,
daughter has become obsessed with Mexican hot chocolate, but like she so she really likes Mexican hot chocolate because she likes dark chocolates, right?
mhm.
And she bought this little dollar pack at the international market, and she wanted to try out the hot cocoa. And she tried it out and forgot to add sugar. And she was like, "Oh my god, mom, it's so bitter." And I'm like, it's Mexican cocoa. Yeah. For anybody who buys any kind of Mexican hot chocolate, you have to add sugar to your level of sweetness. It does not come with any sugar added that I am aware of. So, but she just forgot that for a second, and she took a big old gulp, and her face. She's like, "Mom," and I'm like, "Add sugar," and she's like, "Okay, I'll add sugar." Because you haven't visited, Fox. The last time you visited, the man was working like 16-hour days. If you visit again, he'll make you the cocoa.
I feel like I'm owed cocoa. We had no cocoa on writing retreat 1.0.
We had a very grumpy Chris the writing retreat. He was overworked and just not in the mood to play well with others.
And we got no cocoa.
And then we made him do all the driving
We
in the
did make him
mountains,
do
which
all
he
of the
really
driving.
hates. Oh my god, he hates driving in the mountains, the poor man.
Yeah.
I am apparently supposed to send my husband to Fox so that he can make him cocoa. He won't make him drive anywhere.
Just mail Chris to Fox with some cocoa supplies.
I'll tell my husband, instead of going to Florida for your guys' weekend with your high school friends this year, you're going to go to Canada to visit Fox.
And make him hot cocoa and then turn around and come back.
Fox, you do have to feed him while he is there, though, and that is not a cheap endeavor. Yeah. He thoroughly my Floridian husband, who famously loves winter and snow. Oh my gosh. Watching, okay. So, Fox said I can feed a black hole, just I'm not cooking. He's okay with that. But alright, so my husband has boots specifically for the 1 week of winter we usually get, right? That's the only reason he owns these boots. Well, he is Floridian, born, raised there, doesn't really deal with ice and snow a lot. So, like, our front porch had the stairs. There were no stairs. It was just the snow ramp, right? It was kind of snow mound there. Our snow shovel had actually gotten frozen under the snow. It's fine. So none of us cared enough to go digging for the snow shovel.
I feel that.
Like, we'll just go down the snow mound. It's fine. So my husband, me, and the children, we leave to go grocery shopping. We come back. There are these like very small divots from where like we've been going up and down the snow mound. But my husband, he's got the groceries and he's trying to get up, and he's like very carefully. I put my hand out to like balance him as he goes up. Our daughter and one of our other children like follow him up. I'm putting my hand on their backs to balance all of them, and then I just step up like I'm fucking Legolas.
Yeah.
I'm just like do. And like my husband, he went to get a haircut, and the hairstylist, they had called somebody to snow shovel their sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
But the person's car, they had like hit some ice and gone to the side of the road.
Yeah.
So you had to be careful going up the stairs into their establishment. My husband, like, at first he tries to be like gentlemanly, of course, and he steps to the side and he's like, "Honey, you go up first." And I'm like, "No, I'm let you go up first." And so he's like going very slowly, he's holding on to the rails and stuff, getting up there and everything, being very careful, very safe. I put my hands in my pocket and
And
I'm like, I may not have lived in Michigan since I was a toddler, but these Viking jeans are good for something. So I am a snow elf.
I do take great pride in my ability to walk on ice without any slippage. I will not fall. I will never fall, except for the one time I fell. But that was different. Other than that, I never fall on ice.
For me, Chris teased me a little bit because I was like, see, look at me. I could just walk up here. And he's like, ooh, look at me. I have a lower center of gravity. And I'm like, I do. I'm like, and that does help. But I have picture, because I took the pictures of where I'm standing above the snow lasagna, and like you can see that I'm just standing on top of it, like I don't dip it or anything. And then at one point I'm like standing in Chris's shoe print because he dwarfs it.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Legolas and dwarf, I saw something. I don't remember if this is canon or if it was a headcanon, but I think it's supposed to be canon that, like, Legolas, toward the end of their life, Legolas built a boat and took Gimli to I think it's the west, where all the other elves went.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and somebody was like, oh yeah, Arwen's not allowed to go there because she loved a human, but Legolas is just like, nope, this is my dwarf and I'm keeping him. Just sneaks him in. And I'm like, it's fair, I guess, if you know how to sail there.
I watched the Fellowship of the Ring extended edition in theaters last month because they did a re-release of all the extended editions.
Nice.
I went and watched Fellowship.
Chris owns some extended editions, but we because every December, it was like Chris's thing that for Christmas every year he watches The Lord of the Rings, right? Nice. And then I'm usually there, so I'm like, no, it's our thing now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because my mom also has a movie series that she watches every Christmas, and my dad, like this year she wasn't going to because she didn't really like it wasn't really playing on cable, but then my dad was like, no, that's our movie series now. And she's like, excuse you? And I'm like, oh, I pulled a dad. So yeah, we didn't feel like finding the Blu-rays, so we were just seeing if Lord of the Rings was on a streaming service, and whichever service he found them on, it was longer than the ones he owns. And he's like, it's a more extended edition.
The most extended.
And I'm like, yeah, there's like a super extended one. I forget what. I remember when the extended editions were first coming out, though. Like, my mom, she bought the regular one, and then she bought the extended edition, and then I think there's an anniversary extended edition.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up when my mom was like, how long are these going to keep getting?
Yeah. It's one of those, like, I don't watch The Lord of the Rings very often. I love The Lord of the Rings, but I don't watch them very often. And when I do, it's pretty much always the extended editions. So, like, for me, I'm always like, I don't know what scenes are extended and which are normal.
Yeah, it's like, I don't remember what is standard anymore.
Yeah, like, it's all standard to me.
I will turn it off when I leave. Leave my heater alone. Go, shoo-shoo.
Hey, can you make sure the door is shut when you get out of here?
I usually do, yeah.
Something opens.
Every now and then I send the children in here for something.
Don't send them in here. We can't shut the door.
But I need the kettle. And, I told you I just need to buy a second kettle for in here.
Take that stretch.
What stretch?
You gotta get it yourself. That's what that means. Stretch your legs.
No.
Yeah, they keep opening it wide open, letting all that whatever hot heat we had is being eaten by the cool from here.
My husband is upset because when I send the children to retrieve things that I have forgotten in here, they don't always shut the garage door all the way, and then the
Yeah.
cat or the dog will open it the rest of the way, and then he's like, "Our warm air gets in here with the cool air," and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Sorry.
and I'm like, I am feared that at night when I have the dogs laying upon me and my head hurts, I don't want to get the kettle myself. And the children don't complain because they're always paid handsomely in a fine chocolate or or the promise of a cup of tea or something. That's like 95% of the time how I get my youngest to do things for me is because I'll be like, youngest child of mine, I love you. Could you fill and heat the kettle? And she'll be like, like literally throws herself on my bed. I'll be
Mhm.
like, no. And I'm like, you can have a cup of my tea. And she'll be like, all right. And then she's
All right,
like,
I'm there. I'm there.
I'm there, I get. And then after the kettle's warmed up, she'll be like, which tea? I'm like,
Mhm.
whichever one you want. I got raspberry. I got a plum. I have so
Mm.
many teas. Which one do you want? Oh my gosh. So I was looking for a specific picture of her when she was a toddler, right? And while I was looking through the folder to find this picture, I found a video of her receiving a birthday present when she was a toddler. And so she and I started watching it. And the amount of horrified she was, I could not. Because she'd be like, why do I sound like that? I sound like a mouse. I'm like, you're like two. Like, you're either one or two in this video. And she's like, why am I making those noises? And it's like, in the video she got this pony purse. It was like literally a purse with a little stuffed pony in it, and
Mhm.
she opened it, and I thought, like, in the video I thought that she wanted it closed again, so I went to close it, and then she got mad at me. And she just goes, because she's like less
Yeah.
than two. And so I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And I open it. But like she watched me close it and it took me a moment to get it closed and stuff and no reaction. But the moment like I step away from it, she got mad. So I opened it and I apologized to her. And then she was happy again because she could take the thing out the purse. And my child just goes, why was I like that? And I'm like, you're still like that. And she's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, oh, you so are. And she's like, when am I like that? I'm like, right now.
Right now.
Every time I ask you to do something.
And there isn't a cup of tea involved.
But it was so funny watching her watch herself because she was just so horrified by the behavior of her toddler.
Yeah.
More the like pitch of her voice, which I was
Right.
like, you're a baby. All babies sound. No baby has a lot of bass in their
Yeah.
chords. That's not a thing.
How horrifying if it was.
Maybe like those cartoon babies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Boss Baby.
It's fair. I think for her, because her voice actually got bass in it sooner than both of her brothers did.
Mhm.
So I think she just doesn't associate herself with a high pitched voice unless
Yeah.
she's doing it on purpose.
Mhm.
So, but it was funny. There we go. I was gonna take us into. Well, hold on. Where's my? There it is.
And
Rowan
yeah.
says the next sprint they will actually write something. Well, here we are. You get an extra 4 seconds.
And this will probably have to be my last sprint of the evening.
That's
So,
fine. I don't mind because like I said, I was prepared to end early for all of us.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go! And we're back. I have to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. So what did everybody do? I went and washed my face off. My eye doesn't like hurt, but if I like move it too quickly in that direction, then it feels a little sore. So I was like, I'll just go ahead, wash my face off and everything, make sure I get rid of any potential irritants and use some eye drops and stuff so that it can stop being angry.
Yeah. Bless you again.
Thank you.
Yeah. I realized that before I can make the silly NPCs, I have to make the villain character sheet, so I've just been working on that instead.
The not so silly NPC.
He's also silly, but he also needs a full character sheet instead of just, a
You're like,
name.
it requires more work.
He requires work and not just a bit, like all of the other NPCs are going to be.
That's fair. So we'll give chat just a couple of minutes to tell us what they did if they so choose to. I still have the chat, the pop-out chat from YouTube up because
yeah.
this one has not updated in a bit. It updated me saying testing, but it has not updated anybody else. So, no, I don't want top chat. I want all chat. Granted, there's not enough people for there to be much different between live, but there might be. It might be trying to hide
But we never know.
We never know. Who's gonna know? One of my children has a dental appointment tomorrow, and my husband was like, they just got back to school. And I'm like, this is not my fault. It's every 6 months they get their teeth cleaned. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
So
I keep having to reschedule my dentist appointment, and I'm not mad about it.
The younger two got their teeth cleaned last month. I'm keeping those two together for the moment, and then the oldest just goes a month after the other two, which he's fine with. He doesn't care. But yeah, they're just teeth cleaning, and last time we went, the dentist got to tell the younger two, they're like, oh yeah, your teeth look like really great. You guys are doing a great job. So they love that.
Yeah.
There is a thing, they're like, but are you flossing? And they're like, no.
God,
And then they try to be like, we don't have floss. And I'm like, that is not true. We have dental wands. You have a whole bag of them upstairs. But then I told the kids, I was like, it is like, wait, when you like brush your teeth when you get up in the morning before you go to bed and stuff. And I'm like, so remembering to floss after you've already done all that work, like I can see why you wouldn't want to do that. And I'm like, besides, you mainly need to floss right after you eat. So
Right.
if instead you get in the habit of flossing right after you eat and then just brush your teeth at a different time like you've been doing, that'll take care of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have a bag of dental wands in the car for when we eat out. And let me tell you, those have saved me a couple of times because stringy chicken, I don't even know how it gets stuck in the parts of my teeth it gets stuck in. I'm like, it would make sense. Because you can feel your teeth with your tongue. It's like, it would make sense if the chicken got stuck here. But how did it get stuck all the way back?
Yeah.
I'm like, those teeth are close together, man. They're like buddies. So it's wild.
Yeah. I don't know how teeth work. I don't, because dentists always like, oh, you're not flossing, and I go, do I have any cavities? And they go, no, never. And I'm like, well then,
Flossing isn't
what
for
are we
your
mad at?
Flossing isn't for your teeth, it's for your gums.
Yeah, well, do we
Because
need
if you don't
gums?
floss, if you don't floss, the food can stay there, and then bacteria grows, and then you can get a gum disease.
Yeah, but do we need gums?
Yes, without them, your teeth cannot stick to your jaw.
Maybe other people's can't. I think mine would be fine.
Matt's just gonna go from teeth to dentures and never tell anyone.
I'm just be like,
I'll just be like, Matt, your teeth look a little different, and you'll be like, do they?
I'm gonna be like, who
Oh,
knows?
also at the beginning of the stream, I forgot to say this because I got sidetracked, but Fox said you have in fact been gone so long you grew a beard.
Yeah,
Like it's been 100 years.
I have been off in the wilderness.
I will say I did actually notice your beard this time as opposed to last time you grew a beard when I just thought it was the shadowing of
Yeah.
your camera.
Yeah, this
So-
time I act like it's actually there. It isn't an illusion this time.
RP figured out some more financial stuff, and he's gonna go to bed early and maybe do a workout tomorrow morning before work. Everybody's going early tonight.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's a
It's
sign.
Honestly, it's that time of the year. I feel like everyone is.
I
very
considered
tired.
moving the stream up an hour, just so that I could go to bed around 10:30. But then I was like, I cannot come stream at 6 my
Yeah.
time. There's
Yeah,
too
no.
late to go.
Yeah.
Like I can do shorter streams every now and then, but starting at 6 I'm like, nope.
Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, I think it's just like when the sun sets so early, it's like, y'all, it's been nighttime for a really long time. It's time for bed.
Fox said he is a lumberjack. Clark Kent became a lumberjack. And RP said, I noticed the beard, but didn't think to say something about it. In all honesty, all of the men in my life have a beard, so my brain, like, when there is a beard, my brain just goes normal. When there's not
Yeah.
a beard, my brain clocks that. It's all like, so.
Yeah, no, I don't like. If you asked me the facial hair of anyone in my life, I would have to think about it.
I keep getting this ad. And like I feel like it's a personal taunt at this point. Like I'll just be on YouTube or something and I'll get an ad and it's like, hey, do you have flakes in your beard? It's not dry skin, it's fungus. And I'm like, I don't have a beard. So no, I don't have dry skin or fungus in my non-existent beard. But thank you for constantly reminding me I can't grow a beard. So
Well, it sounds like it might have fungus in it if you did, so if the ads are to be believed. So maybe bullet dodged.
Maybe it's a good thing I don't have a beard. Maybe if I had a beard.
It'd have mushrooms growing in it.
Which, to be clear, I want to be very clear. I'm not mocking men who have beards who do have like dry skin or like the fungal thing, because dandruff can sometimes be from a dry scalp, dry skin, or it can be like a fungal thing that's like that's why Head and Shoulders and other shampoos are specially formulated. I'm just salty I can't grow a beard and therefore don't have these issues that I keep being advertised to. I miss the days when every single ad for me was just another author's course. I mean, I didn't like half of the authors that were offering me courses, but at least that I felt like the correct audience.
Yeah, you felt seen rather than.
There is one, I don't know her name and I need to learn it, but she's my favorite advertisement. Is just like it'll come on and it'll have this like whimsical kind of music and stuff, and then she'll be like something about when writing a fairy tale, when retelling a fairy tale, try to think of it from maybe a new perspective. And she's like, take Little Red Riding Hood. How about starting the story with it was dark inside the wolf? And then that's where it ends, and I'm like, bitch, I need this story.
Let's get this out.
Like, that's great. And it's great because like she's this like older lady with like some very white hair and stuff, so she could be the grandma in Little Red Riding Hood. So I've got like my own headcanon that she's telling her story from,
This is how I got out.
And then I just had these other ones that I was like, leave me alone. If you're not the old lady, go away.
I will only speak to the old lady.
I will only listen to her advertisement.
All others away with you.
All right, but we'll go ahead and end here tonight. Wait, no, we're gonna wait 25 seconds so we beat 2 hours.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm down with that.
For announcement thingies, Whip Wednesday is on CV's channel this week, presumably on Wednesday. I don't know what time. We've been trying for 11 Pacific, 1 Central. Has not worked out for us yet this year, but that is our goal every week. Know that we're trying to get back to that time frame because that's what Whip Wednesday was at consistently, and then life just keeps happening. We don't have another book talk for 2 weeks, but next week I want to double check. I think next week is the Let's Talk movie, and then the week after that is the Free for All. Yeah, you're not here next week, right?
Right.
So yeah, next week is the Let's Talk movie. We decided today that it was going to be Anastasia, the animated film, because we were like, we should watch a romance movie. And then I remembered that CB and I were joking around. We were like, Anastasia. And I'm like, wait, is that one a romance? So that's what we're going to watch. And then we're going to decide if we consider it a romance or not. Because I was like, I think it's a romance. Because I don't think the plot would be the same without the romance. But there's a lot going on in that movie. So
yeah.
We'll figure it out. And then the week after that is a flash fiction free-for-all, which Fox hasn't set up the new studio for yet.
Ooh.
He also hasn't set up a Let's Talk for the movie, but that's not as important. I can just use this and hide the Writing Sprints logo.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know.
None need to know.
Fox said I'm working, bitch queen. Just because you have a demanding real world job that actually pays you.
Well, he's getting paid in hot chocolate when you mail Chris to him.
Oh, that's right. When I send Chris to him on a plane.
Yeah.
Oh, earlier I got yelled at because he's like, oh, you didn't give Chris my offer. I have to wait. It has to be strategic. Right now, Chris is craving this new place that I was going to say the name of it, but I'm like, I don't actually know if it's a local or a chain. So, and I avoid giving out my city name. But it's a great hot pot barbecue place. And he wants to go there again.
Love hot pot.
He was like, we should have taken the children while they were home these 2 weeks. And I'm like, we didn't have the money to take the children. And he's like, I mean, I could have footed it. It wouldn't have been a good idea. And I'm like, no. That's not how that works. But, all right. So we're going to head off now.
Yep. It's off to sleep for us.
I keep catching the red, like, out of this angle I see it, but then I come this way, and because it's only in that one part of the eye, and it throws me off. All right. But bye, everyone. We will see you